Ding dong, come on in. Come on in. And thanks everybody for being here. The first part of what Gozi is going to be talking about today in the presentation is the farming wealth strategies for the smart investor. Okay, so we're going to begin with that. And I think that Ella's going to share her screen with you. So
into this presentation, right? Farming wealth strategies for smart investors. That's the topic of today. So Nigerian agricultural heritage, right? Okay, we have over 84 million hectares fertile soil, diverse crop, right? So this is like a knowing like a record that we have over 84 million hectares of fertile land in Nigeria. So why invest now? Where market volatility, right? So what's going on now is that diversity revenue reduce reliance on crude oil. So this is how I'll share this story. Which gradually crude oil became so volatile and it was not the market became saturated. So it means that Nigeria is not the only one exporting crude oil. There are a lot of other countries that found crude oil and started exporting this crude oil. You understand? So now we are now back to the basics again. Farmland. We are back to now producing farmland. So that's one of the reasons. Then high demand, growing population, domestic international market. So this is another reason why you should invest in farming, right? The high demand. Now people are farming radically. Yeah, I mean radically, it has never happened before. Like I just see companies coming up with a lot of schemes and gimmick for them to start using farming as a means of or as a tool to make money for people, right? So that's another thing, high demand. And trust me, Lagos alone has 20 million people. So where do you think they get the food they eat? It's farming. You understand? So imagine what there's no quantity of farm crop or there's no quantity of farm crop that will not sell in Lagos alone. This is just Lagos. We're not talking about other states or neighboring states, right? Because we still have Abuja, we have Anambra, we have Enugu, we have Port Harcourt, and the rest, right? Then on that one, why you should invest in the farming, government incentives. So now government release incentives. Government makes it easy for people to farm to the point that recently I went to the farm that I had at a neighboring state, that's at Owidi. And I was going to this place and I saw that the road to the farm has been tied. It has been worked on. It means that you can drive from Lagos to the farm land without any hiccup or bump on the road. And I was not investigating more. I was asking. The story there was that World Bank was the one that did the road. That's the World Bank was the one that did the road. I was thinking, why is the World Bank doing this road? Because what I wanted to hear was maybe the government was the one working on the road, but this was the World Bank was the one working on the road. So it turns out that they are trying to make road pattern for farmers to get to their farm easily, and which they could actually move products from the farm easily to. And it got me thinking. I was like, wow, this is an amazing way to help farmer. You don't need to give those farmers money, but doing a good road system for them makes it easy for them to move their product from one location to another, because that was one of the major what I call it challenge when it comes to farming in Nigeria. But I'm happy that they have resolved that. They double return. So now you're farming on your farmland, right? And while you're farming on land, you're waiting for the land to appreciate in value, because they're like one of my mentors will say, the land that you are meant to make more money from must have bought it day before yesterday. Do you understand? It means that the land that you have not bought today, right, it keeps appreciating. Then had I know I could have bought it, is a regret. You understand? So it's better you buy the land now that is cheap, right? Then you don't know how time flies and it's increased in value, and you are like, what, this was the land I saw then. It was going for $1,000. Now it's going for $5,000. It happened. And I've done that to most of my clients. I've showed them that I could double their land value just in 1 month. Some people will testify about that. So it's overcoming challenge, reducing post-harvest loss. So this is where it's talking about overcoming challenge, right? It means what are those challenges that people have when they invest in farming? You understand? That's significant loss, up to 40 to 50% loss due to poor infrastructure. Then this significant loss is because of the poor infrastructure, like I said, the road to the farm being not well tidy, right? But now World Bank is investing heavily on putting road and making sure the road are tied from each state to the farm. You understand? So investment needed, social impact. This social impact is what the that this social impact is what the farm you are going to be investing in is going to do, right? Job creation. So in Nigeria, we have a lot of what they call it. We have a lot of we have a lot of youths that are looking out for jobs, right? This is one way to help these youth. They are not here to look out for handouts. They are not here to look out for handouts. They want to work and make money. This is another way to empower the youth, right? Empowering youth and women, like I rightly said, farming is another way to empower youth and women, right? Poverty reduction. The future is green. The future of Nigeria is green, and it's what lies in the soil. Let's cultivate together. Thank you so much. Is that the end?
Yes, yes, that's the end. No, just this remaining part, because then we have come to the
Okay. Cultivating prosperity. Smart investment, crucial for food security and economic prosperity. Then fuel innovations, create job, feed nation, export bounty, driving future, grow opportunities, nature communities, harvest sustainability. That's cultivating prosperity. Thank you so much for this document. I really appreciate you, Ella. You created a nice document. And you were saying something about the full breakdown about the the full breakdown about the agricultural stuff, the full document. That will be sent privately, right?
Yes, everyone on this call is going to receive the document, so you can understand more why farming is now now the next big thing. Do you understand? Why farming is now the next big thing and why we need to tap into that. So to add to what Gozier has said, farming as a whole is a very lucrative job here in Nigeria. Apart from job, lucrative investment here in Nigeria. Like he said, we are able to overcome a lot of challenges due to the help of government, due to the help of if we're able to do a lot of things and put it in place. And thank God for government working hand in hand with us. We're able to do a lot of things, you understand? And then not only that, we are also able to work with partner countries. We're able to supply food stuff, like for example, for Nigerians that are here, that are over there in other countries, so that they are able to eat what they are being produced here in Nigeria. You see why farming is very good. And because of the population we have here in Nigeria, food is something we need constantly. Food is a daily stuff. So you see that there are so many ways you can make
Okay.
that, so many things that one can be creative about with all this. You understand? So just imagine you investing, having a farmland, having a land that is also appreciating in value, and also you're making an ROI from it. Think about that imagination. You don't need to you don't need to what they call it, for people that are at the age of retirement. They don't need to think about anything else again. All they know that there's something out there working for them. There's something that's bringing in returns for them. Do you understand? There's something out there. There's something bring a steady income coming in. Do you understand? So I will encourage everyone that we should rush into this, because they said the time is now. You cannot say, oh, I wish I've done that later, because I can remember there's a place here in Lagos that was, then it was sold at 150, well, was it 150,000 naira? But right now it's running to billions now. Then people were thinking that it's just forest, it's just bush, and they feel that it's not that there's nothing that will amount to it. You understand? But right now, it is now a city. Everybody are trying to tap into it. So imagine if you start your investment now, and then in next 5 years, you will be so glad that you ever did that. You will now be a billionaire. You will be sitting down comfortably, and your money is working for you. So that's how that's all about this farm.